Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric, and I wanted to give you guys a heads up on a very cool sale that is going on. So this is going to be part of QubicGames 17th birthday sale. So this is going to be a huge major sale coming up this month in March. And this is going to be their 17th anniversary. So they have discounts across multiple games that are tied to owner discounts. So what this means is if you own certain games from their development library, you will get discounts for some of these other ones. So this is a huge sale from March 1st to the 17th. So this is a pretty good way to get some of their games if you want to check out. So they're an indie developer. They make a good amount of games. I am also going to be doing a possible giveaway here for two of their games, which is Dungeon Top and Door Kickers. So we will be checking those games out as well. This is actually a really exciting opportunity. Full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. We are going to be talking about this. They wanted me to reach out and let you guys know about it. So there's going to be a bunch of games that are for sale on this shop. So these are discounts that are applied for owners of any of these 4 games. So if you have these 4 games, Robonauts, Pocket Mini Golf, or Puzzle Book, or Coloring Book, you will be able to get these discounts. These will also be heavily discounted in this sale itself. So if you don't own one of them, you can buy it. Coloring Book is free. So we got a landing page, by the way. Everything to these games will be accessed in the description down below. There'll be a link to a landing page on their website for you to go directly to this sale. So we got some of these right here. Let's go ahead and check out some of the footage for some of these games so you guys can figure out if you would like them or not like that. Now, Door Kickers and Dungeon Top, the 2 games I am giving away, are not getting a price drop. They are going to be lowered to $5 USD or $5 Euro thanks to owner discounts. But they're not going to have a part of this 17th celebration thing. So just to keep that in mind. So here we go. Some of the games that we got. We have Mana Spark, which I did cover that on the channel quite some time ago. And it was actually a pretty fun little game. I will show you guys the trailer and we will tune into it. So this is Mana Spark, if you guys want to watch it. And QubicGames, I have covered quite a bit of their content. So this one plays like a roguelike, a twin-stick shooter roguelike. It has some pretty cool graphics, I guess, like an interesting pixel art type of style of game. And this one's actually really well done. I like this game a lot. You can go see my playthrough of it and check it out. It definitely has a lot of replay value as well. If you're into twin-stick shooters, it's one that I would most definitely recommend you guys check out. This will be one of the games featured in the sale. And I do think this is one of the better indie titles out there on the Nintendo Switch. So check it out. Right? Look at that. Mana Spark. Pretty good. Definitely a game worth checking out in my most humble opinion. And this is part of the games that are for 17 cents. So you can get that discounted for 17 cents. Now, the next game I want to actually show you guys was a pretty fun little, I guess, racing game. It's called Wrecked. Basically, you do like Daredevil stunts and stuff with your car in the game. It has a pretty childlike appearance like Minecraft, but don't let it fool you. It's actually a really fun and neat game, and this is another game that I covered. So you see, you do like backflips, you drive through loop-de-loops. You basically do a whole bunch of stunts. It's like Tony Hawk, but with a car, if that makes any sense. So it's actually quite fun. I think I made a video of this about a year or 2 ago. It's also on my channel. Take a look at this. You can customize your vehicles. You can change everything about it. Put stickers on it. Try to do a time. It's basically a score run, like Tony Hawk, with various different stages and things that you can do. Lots of unlockables. It's actually really well done. Don't let its graphic art style fool you. It's definitely a pretty fun little game. I dig it very much. Different game modes, capture the crown, score attack. So, yeah. This will also be discounted in the 17th anniversary sale, should you own one of the four games that I mentioned. So it's definitely a good time to, I guess, up your eShop library, should you be looking for that. So again, a reminder, you need Robonauts, Pocket Mini Golf, Puzzle Book, or Coloring Book to get discounts on me. So that was two 17-cent games. I have another game right here that I would like to show you guys. And this one actually, I feel, was a very underrated game on the Nintendo Switch. Not too many people talked about it, but it is another twin stick type of game. It's called Arcane. This one actually has some pretty cool violent type of fighting in it. The graphic style is pretty neat as well. Another game that I covered the majority of these. So take a look at this. It has like that Hyper Light Drifter type of vibe to it. You know, very cyberpunkish with its appearance. Lots of neon colors. Look at this. And it gets very bloody. It gets very bloody. So, nice. Look at that. So, twin stick, you have a sword. You also have a gun that you can use to do ranged attacks. You have certain abilities like a dash. It's fast-paced. Basically, you just try to survive. So, it's like a twin stick roguelike. You survive endurance rounds. You upgrade your weapons in the middle of the battle. And it kind of just has like a real futuristic steampunk, cyberpunk type of vibe to it. I personally like twin stick shooters. So this one I definitely say is a steal. For the sale discounted price that it's going to be, it is a definite steal. So I would definitely say pick that one. So these are games that I've played that I definitely recommend. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the games that are for $1.70 on the discount. There's quite a bit that I've played here before. For example, let me find one. Here's Dex. So we played Dex on the channel. And speaking of cyberpunk, this is like a cyberpunk 2D RPG. I covered this one on the channel as well. This was on the Nintendo Switch. It kind of had some pretty cool elements. It's a 2D RPG that has like exploration and Metroidvania types of elements as well. And for $1.70, you can't beat how well produced this game really is. Like it's literally a 2D open world game. And it had a good challenge. It had a good amount of depth to it. I was definitely impressed with it when I played it. As you can see, it has a lot of quests, some decent combat. It looks like a retro style indie game, which I'm a big fan of stuff like that.
And that means out of the complex of sites.
So you can see pretty in depth, different, you know, stealth elements, shooting, dialogue trees. For $1.70, it's definitely well worth a pickup. I think it's one of the better indie games on the Nintendo Switch. And again, it's another game that I covered. So if you're interested in watching a playthrough of it, it is on the channel. If you go on it and look up Dex, you should be able to see my playthrough of it.
Get augmented, or you're going down.
So not too bad.
So that's what you
$1.70 for a game that is pretty in depth. It'll give you some decent gameplay time. You know, it's not a high demanding like 60-hour, 80-hour RPG, but it's good, you know, for what it is on the Switch portably.
You understand now, Dex?
I would say check it out.
Could you repeat that experience?
This trailer's pretty hyped too. This trailer does the game justice. Definitely. So that was Dex. Dex. Remember that. That's a cyberpunk 2D action type of futuristic RPG. Now, continuing on, let's do one more $1.70 discounted game. There's quite many. This one is another one that I did, and it's called Blazing Beaks. And it is an interesting themed game. You'll see here in a minute when we look at the graphics of it. So, check this out. So you play as a duck in this twin stick shooter. I guess you guys can see the common thing is I like twin stick shooters. So you can definitely see this. You play as a cute little duck and you have a gun. You avoid traps. It's procedurally generated. There's different paths. There's a lot of different power-ups. The enemies look like a lot of fun. There's a lot of replay value to this, for sure. A lot of unlockables. It has a goofy sense of personality to it, which I enjoy in my games, as you can tell. And you play as a duck. Like, who wouldn't love to play as a duck in a Switch game? and of course, it has that arcadey-like feel. Perfect for on the go. A quick pick-up-and-play game that I definitely enjoy and am a big fan of. Again, I covered this on the channel. Most of these games that are on the thing, on the discount, I covered. So Blazing Beaks, that's one of the games for $1.70. So we can go down the list. There's a lot of games. There's Mana Spark, Eyes the horror game, Wrecked, Not, which is a pretty good puzzle game, Space Pioneer, Arcane, One Strike, Stencil Art, Jumpin' Joe and Friends, Coloro, Mini Trains, Race Die Run, Gravity Rider Zero, Utopia 9, Rhymelands, Barbarius, Escape Dudeland, Blazing Beaks, Hyper Parasite. There's a lot. All the Bit Trip games, Akudu Showdown, Coffee Crisis. So many different games here. There's easily a lot. But I'm going to leave the link down below for you guys to check it out. You'll see which games you need, which games have discounts, and definitely well worth going and seeing if you can beef up your Switch eShop collection. I mean, you can't go wrong with games for 17 cents or $1.70. And one of the games that you are required to have is going to be free. So just by owning Coloring Book, which is free to download on here, you get these downloads. You get these downloads for this discounted price. So special thanks to QubicGames for sponsoring this video. Guys, have at it. Have some fun. Let me know which games you like out of the bunch. Hopefully my recommendations were good for you. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you later.